My wife's friend screamed at me for being a control freak for taking my wife home after I found her almost blackout drunk on her couch, and she's lucky she's a woman because I would have had her see black and blue in another way if she wasn't. My 28M wife, 27F, has a friend, a bit of a close friend. In fact, she's been friends with her since past 2 years. I don't like her at all and a lot of people find her insufferable. This weekend my wife told me that she's going to her friend's house and she'll spend her evening and night at her place with their 2 other friends. I asked her if they'll drink. She told me yes, but she won't go overboard this time and she'll book a cab and come to home before 10. I told my wife that she won't book a cab, I'll come pick her up and she shouldn't drink a lot. She promised me she won't, but I had this feeling that she might drink too much cause my wife has tendencies of overdrinking, especially when she's excited and partying, so I went to pick her up an hour before. When I showed up at her friend's place I saw all these drunk women dancing, drinking and screaming like they ran out of mental asylum, and my wife was laying on the couch clearly drunk. I grabbed my wife and told her it's time to leave. Her friend stopped me and insisted to let my wife stay for a bit longer, and even my wife said to wait for a bit. I told them that they've been having fun and drinking for so many hours and it's more than enough for today. When I tried to leave with my wife, her friend tried to stop me a bit forcefully, and when I didn't listen to her she pushed me and called me controlling and cursed me in front of everyone. I told her that the only reason I am not retaliating is because she's a woman and I'm in her house, but from this moment she's not allowed in my house, and if she comes over to my house ever again I'll call the police. I left with my wife and after we got home I fed her, which she puked out at midnight, and went to sleep with me. She didn't sleep until midnight, and didn't let me sleep either, and kept saying my husband, and hugged me, and she kept complimenting me. I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy that, but anyway, now her friends, all of them, are telling me that I'm being a controlling husband and I have no right to tell my wife what she can and she can't do, and I don't have the right to ban her friend from her house. Am I the jerk? Sure, I'm a bit angry, but my anger is not without a reason, and if I appear as a controlling husband I think my wife's situation warrants it, and I'm just doing what I think is best for my wife. Commenter: you weren't controlling, you were looking out for your wife's safety. She was too drunk to make good decisions, and you made sure she got home safely. Her friend pushing you and cursing at you was completely out of line. You have every right to ban someone from your house if they treat you with disrespect. Your wife's friends can be mad all they want, but they weren't the ones who had to take care of her all night. Update. First off, I want to thank everyone for their helpful advice, and I didn't even realize that my post blew up, that I got 6K comments on my post. I stopped reading and started focusing on my wife and her health instead. When I logged back I read a lot of comments. Obviously I couldn't go through them all, so to clarify, yes, when it comes to drinking I'm a bit controlling. I keep my eyes on her and make sure she doesn't overdrink, and I won't let her grab a cab when she's drunk. I'm not sure why some people were upset that I didn't let my drunk wife grab a cab alone back home and picked her up instead. Even if I am at work and if she calls me I'll leave work and go drive her home. It's not codependency, I'm just taking care of my wife when she's vulnerable. If she's sober I obviously have no need to go through all this. I'm not her father, I'm her husband, and I feel like it's my responsibility to help and take care of her when she's drunk. I told my wife that she's been drinking way too much. The amount of alcohol she consumes during social events is obnoxious, and even on daily basis. I told her that after I brought her back from her friend's home. She drank only a shot a day when I was present, but when I wasn't with her did she drink even more? I would never know. I told her that I want to help her and don't want to lose her, but I also don't want to clean her puke and floor all the time. And I also told her that her friends actually encourage her to drink more instead of stopping, and when I tried to pick her up like I always do her friend pushed me. She said she didn't realize that she was causing me so much trouble and she's going to stop drinking. I told her that drinking is fine as long as it's occasional and in moderation. Since then my wife didn't drink much. She drank yesterday after almost a week but didn't go overboard, and she said she'll seek counselor and seek medical treatment if she can't control herself. Am I controlling? Yes, I guess, but only when it comes to alcohol. Even I didn't realize that my wife is getting addicted or already got addicted, and like others commented that I can't forcefully help my wife and she'll start blaming me, etc. I still don't want to give on my love. I love her and I know she loves me. She confesses her love to me in even more embarrassing way than just hugging me and repeating my husband. I'm not a professional, but I'm currently making my wife exercise and make sure she takes enough multivitamins. Commenter: I don't think your understanding of how alcoholism works. Occasional and in moderation doesn't exist for addicts. Their issue is that they can't stop after 1 to 2. They either don't drink, or they drink until they black out or pass out. I appreciate you not wanting to be controlling, but in this case it's absolutely okay to say no alcohol, period. It'd be better for her,